Today I'm going to show you how to create social media for an HVAC company. If you're an AC business, you probably don't have a lot of time or money, especially if you're starting out, but you know you need to market. Social media is free advertising, so if you need to promote your business on a budget, I'm going to show you how to do that quickly with free tools, so it costs you nothing up front to get your HVAC social media marketing going. So we start with ChatGPT. We're going to go with 3.5. That's the free version. So you start by telling it about yourself and then give it specific goals that you need it to accomplish. So we're going to start by saying, I'm an AC business who specializes in repair, installation, and maintenance. If you don't do one of those three things, omit it. If there's more stuff that you want to add, like indoor air quality and maintenance for homeowners, I need to market my business online through social media so that we're giving it a specific goal, we're giving it specific parameters so that I can get leads who will become paying customers. My target demographic is homeowners age 35 to 60 years old, who like to get middle to upper class families who are not renting. And you can see very quickly, it's going to give you kind of like a summary back of what you're doing. It's going to give you some very high level recommendations for what you should do. You're going to tell it which persona you want it to take on. So we want it to pretend that it's the best marketer online at the moment, leveraging what it knows about StoryBrand, Marketing Made Simple, $100 million offers by Alex Hormozi, Russell Brunson, Gary Vaynerchuk, to craft a competitive social media strategy. All right, let's see what it has to say next. Doing good. All right, awesome. So it'd take you some time to read through this and make sure that it understands. I've used it enough to kind of see that it's hitting all of the things that we want. Okay, so now we've laid the foundation. We make sure that ChatGPT is going to reference the things that we want, right? So we're layering knowledge and personas and training it just like it was a new hire that has access to hordes of knowledge. All right, it's rough, but this is a pretty good example of the process that you have to take with ChatGPT. You can spend a lot of time trying to tell it the right thing, but it's better to just kind of spit something out to it and then refine it as you go. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is an art, not a science. All right, now when you ask it to do kind of a more complicated task, it is going to take a little bit longer. See it spit out everything pretty quickly because I was really just asking it to summarize what it already knows. Now I'm asking it to create something, and it does take a minute longer, so you'll need to be patient. Right, while it's thinking, I'll show you the two other tools that we need for this. First, it's just Google Docs. You just need a Google account and Gmail. We'll give you access to Google Docs. This is where we're going to start to pick and choose the best of ChatGPT and create our captions that we're going to use for the social media. You can also just copy and paste your social media content strategy for the year. Third tool is Canva. I specifically created an account that is on the free version. You'll notice there's a couple of specials that they're doing to upgrade. I highly recommend getting the pro version because you have access to so many other templates and photos. About $20 a month. And right now they're running a special. So definitely upgrade if you have the bandwidth. Hopefully you do, but for the nature of this video, I promise it's free. So we're going to do everything with the free version. Let's see what ChatGPT is cooking up. All right, cool. January's cold, winter cold, surviving winter chill, winter energy savings. All right, it's taking its time with this one. So after it kind of comes up with what it needs to do for the whole year, again at a high level, then we're going to start to drill down month by month. And so picking January, coming up with 20 or 30 posts specifically for that month. And we're going to have to weave in things that are educational content as well as entertaining. The goal of this whole thing is to get people to stop scrolling and look at something long enough to register that your brain is engaged. So posting just stuff like condenser units is not going to work. If this is what your social media page looks like, I can guarantee that you might get technicians to stop scrolling, but you're not going to get the average homeowner to stop scrolling and look at your brand. People will always stop the scroll for a satisfying before and after. So, All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's so satisfying. People love this. So if you don't have this type of content, I need to see a condenser on your feed only once a month. And it should be only when you're infrequently pushing like a new equipment installation special. There needs to be some sort of purpose behind posting the coil. Like, these are so good to promote your maintenance cleaning. Like, look at that. That's so satisfying. All right. And this is like how to easily do it yourself. You can create this kind of content as well while you're out in the field. I'm going to tell you this. I will watch you teach me how to do it myself, but I am not going to do it. My husband might once, but he's not going to want to do this twice a year. The other thing you can highlight is not going to get like this if you're coming out and you're cleaning the coils twice a year, right? So this is the only time that I want to see condensers on your page, unless, again, you're doing that like once a month equipment installation sales pitch, which, again, we're going to get into this more in a couple minutes, but you need to be providing way more value to your potential customer than you're asking for value, right? When you're establishing a relationship with someone, it's two ways, right? Toxic relationships are one way. It's just somebody giving and the other person taking, right? But healthy relationships is both people are giving and receiving, right? So we are asking for their business, but we really need to give something in advance. And we know that when we get there, we're going to give value through the services, but you have to establish a good track record with people, with consumers, buyers, homeowners. It's all the same. They need to know you can solve their problem, and you do that in small ways through your social media page by providing entertainment, education, or kind of showing how you can be the guide, not the hero. And again, that goes into StoryBrand. It's an excellent book. I definitely recommend you picking up. All right. So ChatGPT has 12 months of content that it has outlined for us. Again, we're just creating the outline right now. But we got surviving winter, winter energy savings, preparing for spring, spring maintenance, efficient cooling for summer, surviving the summer heat, beat the heat with HVAC solutions, to school and HVAC care, transitioning into fall, prepare for cold, winter readiness, home for the holidays with cozy heating. This is really like a solid social media strategy. ChatGPT 3.5 doesn't have as much creativity as 4. Again, 4 is only $20 a month. Hopefully you have the bandwidth and the budget for that. If not, though, I said we'd do it free, so we're doing it free. All right, ChatGPT has 12 months of content for us. We're going to break it down month by month into 20 posts. I do 20 posts a month because you only need to post 4 to 5 times a week, because there's only 4 days out of the week that perform the highest as far as engagement and eyeballs on your content. Okay, so help me create 20 posts for January based on the strategy that you just gave me. We need, let's go with 4 call to action CTA posts to promote the services that go along with the season. We need 8 fun and engaging, witty, sarcastic. ChatGPT can do sarcastic, funny not so much. But if you say sarcastic, it kind of comes out. 3.5 isn't as funny as 4. Again, that's like the creativity thing. 8 fun and 8 educational. Let's let it cook. Okay, read through them and see. Not everything's gonna hit, like some of this stuff's gonna fall flat. So it did better with the educational posts. Yeah, these fun and engaging posts aren't the best, but let's keep it moving. You could do some stuff like give me 4 memes for the fun and engaging posts in the style of Jim Gaffigan. Now, if you don't like Jim Gaffigan, don't choose him as inspiration. You can do any comedian that you think ChatGPT 3.5 would know, so nobody like since 2021-ish. So I revise and revise and revise, and I would actually probably say, give me another 20. No, we're getting a little somewhere. The content that 3.5 puts out is not the most original. That's why it's free. So if you and the next guy both do the same thing, there's a possibility that the content might turn out the same, right? Which is why I use 4 when I'm creating content, but hey, I'm doing it free, right? So now I would pick and choose for the funny posts and choose the top ones. Just for the sake of keeping this video moving, we are going to just copy and paste from the original just so we can show you how this process goes. All right, so now we copy paste into our Google Doc, HVAC, social media. This piece takes almost as much or more time as creating the actual posts themselves. So this is a great opportunity to use some of your own creativity, especially for like funny stuff. All right, so now we've got our 20 posts and we've got captions, all right? You could, if you want to use hashtag, you can copy and paste it. You can tell them which hashtags you want, but you can see it's going to go through and start adding hashtags. So now we're ready to start creating posts. We're going to do a professional technician inspecting a furnace. We went into Canva, clicked on Instagram post square. I'm going to name it. So we'll see if we can find one. HVAC tech furnace. Might be a tall order for the free. All right, so we've grabbed ourselves some free posts to work on. Now, the great thing about homeowners is they didn't really know, so we just roll with it. All right, our caption that we would put with this is don't brave the winter chill alone. Schedule your furnace maintenance today. So you're going to choose what call to action or what kind of little text you want to add on here. And then you can choose one of their pre-mades if they're free. So let's do add a text box, paste our caption that we copied and pasted in a Google Doc. And then we're just going to go over to elements, choose a shape, pop a shape behind it so you can see it. And then you can go in and you can choose a font that's free that you like. It's very readable. We want to just stick with stuff that's readable. You want to make it bold maybe. You can play around with, there's opacity settings, and there's lots of tutorials on YouTube that go way more in depth with this. I'm not going to waste your time on it, but you basically just fuss around with it till it looks nice. All right, so we would do this 20 more times. And then when you're done, you come to download. Download as PNGs. You can download all of them at once. This is what I do for my clients is I come in here and I will copy paste these images in. So now I got my 4 or my 5 posts. I'm just going to drag and drop them in here. And we're just going to pretend that we did this for all of them. So now, you pass this off to somebody on your team and you're like, hey, I need you to post these on social media. They know which one they're supposed to post. And then they got the caption, just copy and paste it and they can post it each day. And then you also give them, your folder with here are your images. You can just leave them numbered 1 through 20. Easy peasy. This is how you do social media for an HVAC company, and you do it all for free. And I spent this video about 35 minutes and we got realistically almost 1 post done. This can be a lengthy process. We can do it for free, but that doesn't mean we can do it quickly. Why make these type of posts at all? Well, realistically, you're not going to be able to post something every single day. Some people love social media. They can get on there every day and they can grab a video of them at the job site doing maintenance or doing something else. But it can be really, really taxing to have somebody create fun, educational, engaging content that isn't repetitive. Now, if you can get there on the job site and get some like real life, reality TV kind of posts, that is the best way to do social media, interspersed with these kind of like educational or fun posts, right? So somebody is scrolling through your social media, appearing on their feed regularly. It's always something a little bit different. It's interesting, it's funny, it's engaging, it's educational. So you then become content that they want to look at, not content that they're scrolling past. We don't want a bunch of followers that are following you because they know you from high school or because, they've been a customer for a long time and they feel bad, so they followed you, but they're probably secretly like muting all of your content. We don't want that. We want people to want to look at your content, because just because a customer purchased in the past doesn't mean they're never going to purchase from you again. Customers that haven't bought in a while are still warm leads. All right. So that is creating HVA social media with only free tools. And I did it in 30 and I made one post. So it's free, but it's not quick. Check out my website, heatwave.marketing. And there is a freebie there at the bottom. Link in bio. If you want to get started for free and skip all of this hard work, you can just pop in your name and email, submit, and I'll give you 20 ready to post social media graphics, 20 ready to paste captions, and 5 customizable templates to drive sales with your unique offer. When you download the 30-day social media jumpstart, you're going to get a zip folder with all of these images plus this Google Doc. So you've got the fully completed AC posts. You can just start adding to your social media right now. All right, so either get started doing it on your own or head to my website and download your jumpstart for free so you can get going on social media. The goal here is to start posting consistently so that you can start attracting customers that are going to be loyal. They're going to stick around. Don't forget, social media is free. Paying per click is not. All right. Like, follow, subscribe, check the link in bio, all that good stuff.